Local and international players tend to limit the conflict in Yemen around armed struggles, while neglecting other sorts of the struggles of the war faced by women, displaced people, migrants, and marginalized groups. This report has more details.
Peace-building initiatives in war zones are frequently driven by the binary framing of victim and perpetrator. Within such a narrative, peace-building is primarily about establishing truces like those now in place in Yemen. In the case of Yemen, the international community has a propensity to localize and reduce the conflict to a civil war, while ignoring the involvement of numerous nations that profit directly or indirectly from the continuation of war. War and peace are typically perceived through the lens of international politics, rather than the lived experiences of individuals whose tales and histories are frequently overlooked from the time war is declared or peace is sought. Such a reductive lens ignores not only the racial and historical components of the conflict, but also the various other hardships that people in Yemen and the diaspora experience on a daily basis. It also disregards the difficulties experienced by migrants, displaced people, women, and other underprivileged groups. Women who have traditionally been excluded from negotiation tables have long participated in alternative kinds of peace buildings, frequently finding methods to work past disparities in order to satisfy societal demands. While participation in formal peace discussions is important, genuine inclusion does not often come from being given a place at a table where the same old rules apply. Exploring what conflict, peace, and inclusion mean to Yemenis, and particularly Yemeni women, necessitates allowing women to construct a vocabulary based on lived experiences, to tell their stories despite objections that lived tales lack objectivity. Scaling conflict poetics to reimagine inclusion and peace necessitates stimulating artistic activities and local knowledge. Rather than reconciling conflicting viewpoints or categorizing individuals as victims or enemies, a new story might emerge that assures shared understanding, values diversity, and lives in an atmosphere of equality, validation, and justice.